Thinking of moving to Nashville? Evidently, there are 5 things that the Chamber of Commerce has not done a good job of telling people about. It's causing confusion. If you want to know, you got to stick around, but I'll give you the skinny. See you on the other side. Five things you need to know about Nashville, Tennessee if you're considering moving here. Word on the street is that we have 100 people a day moving to Nashville. And I want you 100 people a day to know what you are in for. Hey, I'm Susan Thetford. If you're new to me, I am a native Nashvilleian. Realtor with Parks Property. Done this for 36 years. Know a thing or two about Nashville. Know a thing or two about real estate. And I know a thing or two about what are people expecting and what are some of the things that seem to be surprising to people. And I personally think it's a little cray-cray, but let's talk about it anyway, because the Chamber of Commerce is evidently not doing a great job of telling you about this. So I was overhearing a conversation in my favorite coffee shop today at Fido's. And this was a bunch of millennials talking about the things about Nashville that they love, Nashville that they really hate, and Nashville that they were shocked about. In this conversation, I was shocked about the things that they were shocked about. So here you go. Evidently, this is a group from Florida because they were shocked about our weather. They were shocked that we have 4 seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall, 4 seasons. We're not on the beach. We have 4 seasons. So granted, some of them go faster than others, but expect winter to be cold. Shock. Expect rain in the spring. Shock. We have 4 seasons. Now that's something that I've come to love. I couldn't possibly enjoy being in a place that everything was the same year round. Sorry, I enjoy the seasons. But if you're coming to Nashville, you're gonna get 4 seasons. Loud. But did you know that we in Nashville don't have a beach? Huh. Look, we are in the center of the country. There are states around us, and we don't have a beach, meaning we don't live near the ocean. Whoa, that's a shock. We don't have a beach. Now, we have beautiful lakes. We have beautiful boating opportunities, so many areas. We have beautiful mountain opportunities. You go west, you can get to over in Memphis, you can get to the mighty Mississippi. We have our Cumberland River. We have the lakes up toward Hendersonville. We have Timms Ford Lake. We have beautiful day trip lake trips. Go over to the mountains over in East Tennessee. We have it all except a beach. We do have some fun kind of beach setup kind of places that have, they've set up man-made beaches. But as far as the ocean goes, as far as the seagulls go, as far as crocodiles and alligators and hurricanes go, we don't have them. So number 3 is a little bit more serious. So many people come here hoping to break into our music industry, and they are hoping to be discovered, maybe at the Bluebird or just strumming on the streets, and they're hoping to be discovered by some superstar. Well, that there are stories of that. That was really back in the 40s and 50s and maybe the 60s. There are stories of that, but here's the reality of today's music world. We have thousands and thousands of wonderful musicians and session musicians. We have so many good musicians, and they basically pay for free. We have venues all up and down Broadway. We have underground venues. We have so many places to see phenomenal live music. And you as in the audience who wants to hear great music, you have every opportunity 7 days a week. It's just phenomenal. But as a musician, you really won't get paid. Your payment is the visibility that you're going to get on stage. You're going to bring your players, you're going to bring your backup, they're going to give you a sound system, maybe, most places, and a place to stand and a time that you can do your music and do your craft, but you won't be paid to do that. So you need to be prepared to come with another job to keep yourself fulfilled and running until you can build your, while you're building your craft, while you're building your name. But I've heard so many people so shocked the fact that they just don't get paid. So you're working hard. You need to get your name out there 6-7 nights a week. You may need to be standing on a street corner because you can't get a gig because they don't know your name yet. So you may be standing on a street corner in Green Hills doing your thing with traffic driving by. Do it well enough, do it long enough. Put yourself on social media. Build your own social media platforms. Put yourself out there consistently. But as far as getting paid as a as an unknown, you won't get paid. Now here's one big perk though. When you go back to your hometown or other places and you can say you did gigs at the Bluebird, if you can say that, but you probably can't say that for a long time, but if you can talk about some of the places that you did play regularly, then you're going to have so much cachet for having played here in Nashville that's really going to help boost your business. But you're not coming here and getting paid as an unknown. You're paying with your time, your effort. You're paying with the things that Gary Vee talk about all the time. Work and work ethic. That's the way it is when you come to a town that has massive amounts of talent all in one place. You got to prove yourself. Number 4, Nashville is really in a hot spot now. We're really known for our food. We've got phenomenal chefs. We've got just anything you can think of, sushi, every single ethnic type of food, Asian, every single thing you can think of. We are written up in all the magazines as having some top-notch food choices here in the city. But one of the things we do not have, and again, these kids were so surprised by this, but you got to think about where we are. They were surprised about the fact that we don't really have a lot of fresh fish options. We don't have a lot of fresh as in off the hook today, off the boat today kind of options, but we're not near a beach. You know, if we can get some fresh catfish, but we don't have a whole lot of fresh fish option type of restaurants here. And again, that's because of our locale. So don't be surprised about that. But any other kind of food that you can think of that you want, anything that you want here. You want hot chicken? You got so many options. It's unbelievable. You want some top-notch bakeries? You want Asian, you want sushi, you want anything you want, but probably the fresh today's catch. Today's catch is flown in from somewhere, so it's really probably not today's catch unless it's catfish. And number 5 is something that every city, every growing city that is having growing pains, and I think that's most large cities today, we have a traffic problem. We truly do have a traffic problem. If you live in the outlying areas and have to commute in within the interstates, that's a fact. Many of them are being rebuilt because they just are carrying so much of a load. So we do have traffic problems. We have a phenomenal Uber system. We have a phenomenal Lyft system. My suggestion is anytime, there's something to do every single night downtown if you want to be downtown. There's something to do musically if you want to do it on any of the outlying areas too. There's so much music, there's so much opportunity. But to come in to Centennial Park and maybe watch movies in the park and theater in the park, in the summertime, amazing opportunities for family-friendly, millennial-friendly, teen-friendly, everything you want to do. So many opportunities for that, but many times what you might want to do is drive in as close as you can get without having to pay for paid parking, and then I like to Uber in. I'm not a big paid parking kind of person. But those are the 5 things that evidently surprise people. We don't have beaches. We don't have daily caught fresh salmon. We don't have, we got 4 seasons. Summer, spring, winter, fall. We've got humidity. We've got no seams. That's a bad thing. I'll tell you about that some other time. We've got an amazing community though, and I hope that you'll look further into it. If you're thinking about moving to Nashville, you would like a buyer's guide with A to Z things of what to do, how to do it, the process of finding a home here. Oh, somebody wanting to come into this home, then please reach out to me. Meanwhile, I'm Susan Thetford. Feel free to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a thing. I do a new video every single week. I look forward to seeing you again next week. See ya.